Yo, I was watching a wrestling documentary yesterday. They talked to Vince McMahon, and this documentary came out a few years before all the allegations came out against Vince. And it's a weird thing, because if the allegations are true, this is a horrifically terrible, wicked man, evil man, deserving of the death penalty, if the accusations are true. But if they are true, it is strange to watch this man talk about wrestlers and people he knows and get emotional, because you're like, oh, what is that? Because if he's so evil, what are these human elements here? And it's like, well, he's made in the image of God. What are those tears? In my mind, a man like him who is doing such wicked things knows the one true God exists and knows he has lived incorrectly in light of those God's standards. Specifically speaking of Romans 1, that says they know this one true God and suppress the truth and unrighteousness, and that the law of God is written on our hearts. Our consciences know what we're supposed to be doing. But every human who doesn't serve Jesus, I believe, is constantly trying to justify themselves. We know there's things we've done wrong. We try to clean it up by our good deeds, whatever that standard is for those things. And a guy like Vince, as wicked and corrupted as his heart is, still has image of God in him that knows he has done so much wrong. And I think when he sees people who've treated him well, it brings him to that emotional place. Here's the point that I'm getting at. Whatever Vince McMahon has convinced himself of to justify how he's lived, knowing he's wrong, it won't ever justify. But who can justify us before this true God? God himself. He meets the standards for us to actually be justified in his sight, who should destroy us. And instead of destroying us, he makes a way for us to be justified. That's crazy. Shout out to God for justifying his enemies. Humans always try to justify themselves. We cannot, whereas enemies deserve death, and he provides a way for us to be justified. And that doesn't mean we don't do wrong afterwards and sin afterwards, because we definitely do and will, but it's covered. And even when we do wrong and sin against God, he still loves us, because Christ has done the work to truly justify us. Praise God for his justification.